What's up, y'all? This is Desmond, and I'm back with another World of Horror custom events mods video. And we are going through some more mods that I collected in mid-late July and early mid-August of 2020, made by the talented World of Horror Discord server community. And I want to invite you to follow me on Twitch if you want to watch me play games and chat and hang out and stuff like that. The description section has a link. But yeah, let's do this. Let's get right into this. We're gonna go through endless mode, play as many custom events as we can until I run out of doom or die. So let's get into it. Alright, this event is called My Other Self. As you walk around in the forest, a person emerges from behind a tree in front of you. Upon a closer inspection, you notice that that person is you but older. Without saying a word, you point deeper into the forest. Ooh, damn, I like this illustration of the kind of silhouetted person pointing into the forest. I like the detail of the trees and stuff like that. This is pretty good. So it says, ask about your future, continue to where you're pointing. Let's do continue to where you're pointing. You remain silent and follow the direction you pointed to. After a while, you look back you look back, but find no trace that you were just moments ago. That's interesting. Wow. Alright, really like this one. Very, very kind of creepy and mysterious. Oh god, this one is called Saya. And this is one of Day's really detailed and insane, crazy custom events. And we have a girl, she's covered by all sorts of weird, was like jellyfish, and I see a iguana and snake and all sorts of reptile looking things. And we even have like some stuff on the side of the text box, which is really, really nice. So let's see what's going on. Weird fish carcasses wearing human-like faces are raining all over the city. People seem oddly fascinated by them. You spot Saya, a girl you know from school. She's playing with the corpses while a dazed crowd observes every move. The smell is nauseating, but no one seems to notice. Okay, we can join a crowd, disperse a crowd, take a photo, but it requires a camera. Why don't we join the crowd? Saya, the tall girl from the basket club, is totally out of herself. The greasy fish carcasses leave a trail of slime over her body. The undating tentacles imply some of these fascinating animals are alive. It's almost like all the bodies are blending together into one beautiful, superior form. Soon the smell doesn't bother you either. And we have one reason removed, and we have 4% of doom added. Yeah, I love Day's mods. They're very creative. Okay, we had this one before, Tomo-chan, and this is made by One Smug Cat. And yeah, let's read it again. On the way home from a long day, you see a neighbor's door open, led by chanting coming from inside. You find the living room. Encircled by magic candles, a nude girl sits in the center of the room. Finally, someone showed up. She says happily, "Could you draw a sigil on my back?" Why don't we... What did I do last time? I think I drew the sigil and I messed up. Why don't we blow up the candles and see what happens? There is no time, you must act. You blow out the candles, interrupting this gruesome ritual. You just had to do that, huh? Okay, that's fine. Have your way. She grabs you by the collar, marches to the door, and tosses throughout like yesterday's trash. Oh wow, we have. Oh wow, we're badly bleeding. Wow, she sure threw us out quite harshly. Oh man, and we have some doom at it. Okay, I'm not sure if we had this one before, but this is Tomo-chan 2. And we have a girl here, naked, pieces of tape covering various parts of her body. She doesn't have any pupils. She looks crazy, kind of, you know, some vampire teeth. Let's see what this is about. During your investigation, you hear strained moans coming from a patient's room. The door isn't locked. Curious, you step inside. You heard of this girl, how she recovered mere hours after being in the center of a house fire. So hungry, she turns to you. Could you lend me a hand? Ooh. Why don't we help her and see what happens? You can't help but feel uneasy. Still, she looks so pitiful, so helpless. One bite is all I ask. She reaches for your hand. Sorry, but I need this. As she happily nibbles on your finger, you feel drained but stronger. Thanks, you're not like that mean arsonist. And we have one spell added, which is skin removal, and we lose 2 stamina. Okay, this one is called The Evil That Men Do, and we have a bunch of bodies on top of each other. Was this the moon? Under moonlight. You wake up falling down through a pit at high speed. You come to an abrupt stop when you land on something mushy and soft. Looking around, you find yourself atop a mountain of rotten, decomposing, and putrid bodies, all looking at you, smiling. They mutter in unison, "Come home." And the options we have is look around the bodies for something useful, inspect the smiling bodies. Why don't we inspect the smiling bodies and see what happens? Perception check success. You notice one of the bodies looks more recent. You ask, who are they? We're the ones who came before, the ones you killed, the ones you loved, the ones you hated. They all reply, overlapping one another. Thousands of smiling voices, and we have one reason removed. Wow, that's a freaky one indeed. Okay, this one is called Country Calamity. I'm trying to remember if we had this one before. I'm not sure. With your inquiry of the countryside, you happen upon the village's rice paddies in the midst of flooding during the current storm. Let's see. Assist the rice farmers walk along the rice paddies. Why don't we assist the rice farmers? Strength check success. The farmers shower you with thanks, only to return back to their jobs shortly after. A moment later, one of the male villagers approaches you and hands you some change. Oh, cool. We got 1 funds. I'm kind of confused about the artwork, though. I'm trying to think what, like... It kind of looks like some sort of monster. But then, I don't know. I'm a little confused about the art. Okay, this one is called Literature Club, and we have illustration of a chalkboard. We're in a classroom and a book right over here. You decided to visit the Literature Club, where upperclassmen can read various books and have poetry readings for teachers and students alike. The students are gone, unfortunately, but you should still have plenty to look for around here. Read a poem, study books, peek into the club president's desk. Ooh. Why don't we peek into the club president's desk and see what's in here? Find a small knife. and a letter. Both of these items splatter with fresh blood. The letter reads, "The pact is sealed. The one that snoops around Shiokawa and bothers you will be swiftly dealt with. T." Suddenly feeling watched, you grab the knife, the letter, and quickly leave the literature club. We have one item, but we have 2 reasons removed. Oh, cool. Nice. Okay, we had this before. The old gods walk with you. Walking down the empty hallway, you slowly notice that for every 2 steps you take, you can hear a 3rd step behind you. And I think before we had look over your shoulder, when we turn around and face your foe, dexterity check success. You stand your ground and quickly turn around, waiting for whoever or whatever is following you. No one comes, and we have 1 reason removed. Creepy. Okay, this one is called Rider Camera Woman. And this looks kind of like a anime-ish kind of a drawing, illustration. A woman dressed in black rider's attire and having an expensive-looking film camera strapped to her back stops you. Her lack of expression and the fact that she doesn't speak to or attack you is beginning to unnerve you. Ooh, we can ask what we want or run away. Why don't we ask, what do you want? Charisma check failure. Having heard your panic scream of a question, the woman stares at you for a moment, then walks away. You're glad she's gone. Who knows what she could have done to you? And we have 1 reason removed. Interesting. This event is called Occult Apprentices. You weren't paying attention to the students walking in front of you until you heard one of them say, "Did you get that new spell?" You then begin to listen more carefully. "I will make a sacrifice to it tonight." The manual describes these weird humans. An amulet to protect you from evil. Ooh, you can either stalk them or confront them. Ugh. I like this illustration. This is great. Why don't we stalk them? Dexterity check failure. You stalk the girls, but your clumsy attempt at it easily tips them off. The girls manage to find a policeman who confronts you while the girls leave hurriedly. You spend the next few hours at the police station explaining your behavior, and we have 2 doom added. This one is called The Last Incantation. By the time you arrive, your clothes are already drenched from the storm. You scour the village for shelter, but the doors are all locked. Near the village's edge, a hut stands alone. Perfect. Inside, a priest is chanting over a kneeling man. Besides her rests a knife. "It will all be over soon," she says softly. Leave her be, observe the ritual, attack the priestess. Why don't we attack? Dexterity check success. You grab the knife and neatly slice her neck. The man stares at you in horror as you explain how you saved him from death. But instead of gratitude, the man screams at you for murdering the town healer. Burdened with guilt, you stare at your bloodied hands. Ooh, and we have, 5 reason removed. That's pretty severe. But we do have a ritual dagger, though. Okay, this one is called Beautiful Mountain. I kind of think we've seen this before. Maybe this is an updated version. While walking at the outskirts of the village, you realize that the afternoon sun is setting behind a nearby mountain, putting on a spectacular view. Once you glance at the mountain, you feel a strange pull and inexplicable desire to go to the mountain right now. Resist this feeling. Charisma check success. You tell yourself that the mountain is just a mountain and continue on your way. And we have 5 experience added. I like kind of events where it's more of like kind of thinking about certain things and you just realize kind of what you're observing or kind of thinking about before, and you come to some sort of resolution. And sometimes you know, may not. So these are pretty cool. Okay, this one is called Guests, and we have a piece of paper kind of slid under a door. Someone slips a piece of paper under your door. You pick it and read it. I think it should be you pick it up and read it. Say this to yourself 3 times. I didn't forget anything. Walk through your darkened house and turn on the light in each room. Go back to the room you started in. Close your eyes. Try to focus on the first thing that comes to mind. If you imagine a face, that being will come to live in your home. Follow instructions or burn the stupid paper. I think it should be paper. But only follow instructions and see what happens. You perform the little pantomime as described on the paper. After a couple minutes, when you are about to dismiss the whole thing, a shiver runs down your spine and you hear a giggling voice in your head. You thought about it and now it is inside. Okay, that's a little freaky. Okay, this one is called Family Reunion, and we have a picture of a little girl. Her neck is a little slanted to the side, but I guess this is like, the angle is, a little to the left of her. While walking, you notice your distant cousin, whom you haven't seen in a long time. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something weird about her. You have trouble staring at her face. Greet her and ignore her. Let's greet her and see what's up. Luck check failure. You can't shake away the feeling that there is something wrong with your old friend. After exchanging greetings and awkward small talk, you shuffle away confused, and we have 2 doom at it. Okay. Alright, that was it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Be sure to check out the links in the description section if you want to hang out with me on Twitch and to other World of Horror resources and whatnot. And check out the videos you see on the screen. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for watching. See and talk to y'all later. Peace out.